Hi, this is Cool Marge back with another video regarding reselling. I got a lot of miscellaneous lot of PC and console games in, and I thought I'd just go through and show you the games and tell you what I think I can get for them. I paid $45 total, including shipping, for this lot, and we'll see if we got a good deal or not. So let's get started. Now this one, some of them don't have cases. This one does not have a case. Star Wars Battlefront PS2. This is something I would probably put together with some other PlayStation 2 games that didn't have cases and lot that. I wouldn't try to sell that by itself. It wouldn't be worth very much. So that's what I do with that. Next we've got PS4 Shadow of Mordor. I think this one, when it's complete, this one would probably go for about $12. And when I say $12, I offer all of my games free shipping. So no, I'm not making $12. After shipping and fees, if I sell something for $12, I might actually be netting closer to $6 or $7. But yeah, I would list that at $11.95 free ship and see how that does. Next we've got, I'll just pull out a couple of PlayStation games here. There's PS2 Madagascar and Scooby-Doo. Now, Scooby-Doo is pretty hot right now. So Madagascar, I think I would not list these together because I think Scooby, I might be able actually to get close to $20 on that one. So we'll have to look that up. But I think I can probably list that for about $20. And Madagascar, just depending on popularity, those things kind of ebb and flow. Again, if it can list by itself, I try to list things at a minimum of $12. There's exceptions to that rule, but that's kind of a guideline I have when it comes to video games. Other things I have a higher minimum, but video games move pretty quick, so I'm okay having it at $12 out there. But anyway, we'll see. We'll look that one up and see. All right, next we've got 2 copies of original Xbox Fantastic Four. These are ones that I think individually won't sell for much, but I'll probably try to find some other Xbox original games and lot those together. We've got an Xbox 360. This is a twofer. It's Indiana Jones, Lego Indiana Jones, and Kung Fu Panda. So there's 2 different games on this one. This is another one where the price kind of fluctuates, but that might be another $12 one there. Batman Arkham Origins. The Batman games are not all made alike, and they don't all price the same. But I think this one is closer to about $18 to $20 right now. So that one's a good find. We'll have to look that one up. We look up all of them. Fable 2. I love the Fable games. This is one that I think will list by itself. These next 3 I'm going to put all out together because I don't think they would do very well individually, but I might just lot them. This one's got kind of a bad case. I've got extra cases. I can always, not only do I have extra cases, I clean things up nicely. I have a professional disc resurfacer, so I don't have to worry too much about condition of discs when I get them. I can clean them up pretty darn nicely. So then, and I can always test everything too to see if they play well. I would probably lot these together, depending for about $12 to $15 for all 3. All right. I believe that's it for the console games. Now we're going to take a look at the rest of this, I believe, is PC games. So we've got Risk 2. This is an all-time favorite of mine, and it tends to sell for around $15, just because it's to me, it's the best computerized version of Risk. And who doesn't love a computerized version of Risk where you can get through what would normally take 5-6 hours? You can get through a nice Risk game in a half an hour or so. Anyway, that's a good game. Probably about $15. Battleship. This is an early version. Infogrames. I love Infogrames. They're always good. For vintage games, they tend to work well in newer machines. Have great graphics and that kind of thing for earlier games. I'm not sure, but probably about $12 for that one. Civilization 2. These always sell for me. 2, 3, 4, any of those versions, the older versions. And that's another one, might be $12 to $15 by itself. Railroad Tycoon 3. Now, I am a huge Railroad Tycoon player. I did not care for this game. I go back and I play Tycoon 2. This one, they tried to get fancy with 3D, So the graphics are nicer, but I just didn't care for the gameplay. But I haven't looked that one up in a while. I'm not sure what that goes for. So we'll be looking that up. Let's see. I'm going to look at these together. This is an Adventure Company. I loved those back in the day. Another Adventure Company. This one is not Adventure Company, but it's a mystery type adventure. I would probably put these three together in a mystery type lot, mystery adventure, for about $15. Star Wars Battlefront is having a kind of a resurgence of popularity. Now this box, it's the big box, but it's a little crunchy. It's missing the inside cardboard. I might try to find an inside cardboard that fits to kind of clean it up a little bit. But I think this game's going for about $15 now. An all-time favorite of mine, Myst. I played all three of these. I've played some later versions too, but this is Myst 1, 2, and 3 all together in one box. I think it could go 15 to 20 if it's in nice shape. Finally, we've got, well, not finally for the boxed ones. We've got some individual ones over there. Freedom Pack, Army Men. I love these games. Army Men 1 and 2 in a big box. And big box, if you don't know, big box is harder and harder to come by, and people are paying more for their collections to get the big box version. I have a feeling this one's about $20. And for big box, I don't do free shipping because I ship these well padded in a larger box priority. So this would actually be $20 plus the buyer adding priority shipping, which might be another $10 or so for them. All right, and next we've got some of these loose ones. I've got cases I can put these in and make things look nicer, but I've sold a fair amount of these. Sim Theme Park Gold Edition. I might put it together. There's also a Sim Coaster. Probably put the two of those together in a nice double jewel case for about $12. We've got a SimCity Classic and SimCity 3000. Same thing. I might put these together. The people like to collect SimCity. They want it all. So probably I put those together possibly for about $12. So recurring theme to $12, but like I said, that's my minimum, so I hit that pretty often. Now these, if you remember, these were in a mega pack, these original Sims. Oh my golly, I love these when they came out. Sim Tower, oh my gosh. I don't know how many hundreds of hours I played Sim Tower. It's still a great game. But these 5, I'll probably put together in nice cases for probably about $15 for the lot. People do collect them. Coming up on one of my very favorites, Sid Meier's Sim Golf. This game, it's a combination of a golf game and a tycoon game. You design your own course, and it's very cartoony, but it's fun. It's easy. The learning curve is so low, is quick on it. And I'll put this in a nice case. It does require a serial key, but I've got generic serial keys that work on this perfectly fine. And so it'll be sellable that way. Probably go for about $15. And finally, we've got a Microsoft Train Simulator. This is one of the early versions, 2 discs, and I think it might go for about $15 as well. So here's a PC game, computer game lot that I received, purchased it on eBay, and paid $44 shipped for it. I thought I would go through it and see what we got and see what things might sell for. So here we go. First, we've got the game Spore. This is a very underrated game. It's hard to sell. People don't know about it. It's just a great game. I have all the copies of it that I want. It might go in a lot, but it's hard to sell by itself. So we'll put that aside. Red Alert 3. This is from the Command & Conquer series. These are still popular games. Great real-time strategy games on the Command & Conquer engine. Not sure what that will go for, if that will go by itself, or I might need to put it with some other Command & Conquer. I'll have to take a look at that. This one is sealed. The CSI, I've sold these in lots before, and I noticed there were actually 2 other CSI games here. These aren't sealed. Let's look inside. Anyway, it's all in there. Probably would put these together in a lot, maybe $15. Not sure about that. All right. Zoo Tycoon always does well. This is the Zookeeper collection, so it's got the expansion. It's Zoo Tycoon 2. Let's open that up. Oh, all right. Well, I always check these because sometimes this does not belong to it. This is an original Zoo Tycoon, Marine Mania. That's an expansion to the original. That might sell by itself, or I might have other original Zoo Tycoon to put that with. So that's a little bonus, but let's make sure the other discs are in here, the disc that should be in here. I think it's a 2-disc game. Yeah, so we've got disc 1. No other surprises in there. Not sure. That might be about a $12 to $15 game by itself. It's a nice collection. I own it myself. All right. The orange box. So this is the Half-Life series of games. So this actually has multiple games in it. Half-Life 2, Team Fortress, Portal. I'm not sure about that. One thing you have to be careful of with PC games, sometimes there are used CD keys that cannot be reused. So whenever I find that in question, I go ahead and try to install the game myself. So I do a fair amount of testing on games that I'm not familiar with. I'm pretty sure that this one is reusable. Obviously, if it's not reusable, then I just throw the thing away. It's not worth anything. But I'm pretty sure that this one is. I'll have to check on that. Not sure of the value on that one. Guitar Hero. Normally I would put this with other Guitar Hero items. Wouldn't probably sell that by itself. But we'll take a look. You've got... ooh, this one looks like it's in really nice condition. This is Civilization 3 Complete. Sid Meier. Feels heavy, so it feels like it's got everything. Let's see here. Nice fat manual. And 3 discs. So that appears to be complete and nice. I'm not sure what that one goes for. I'll do some looking up and give you some information on that. All right. Let's see. Roller Coaster Tycoon 2 Triple Thrill Pack. These used to have a lot more value. I think they've come down in price. I think the nostalgia has worn off a little bit on these. Also, I do believe some of these are available on Steam. And so people may be purchasing it that way. But it might be a $12 game. We'll see. Got another Roller Coaster Tycoon. I personally loved this one. 3 platinum. Let's just check on it. Yeah, it's just a one discer. But these, so far, this has been a really nice, clean lot. Now, I'm not going to go through all of these. Sims, I normally lot these together. So I'll put a bunch of Sims 3 together, Sims 2 together. I have a lot of that stuff just kind of on hand for lotting. So there's been a lot of nostalgia regarding Sims. And I can usually put 4 or 5 of these together for maybe 20 bucks, something like that. All right, we got a couple Nancy Drew, and I think there were some smaller ones. Let me see if I can find those. Yeah, there's some jewel case ones. Another great thing for lotting, because if people play the Nancy Drews, they tend to play all of the Nancy Drews. I know I have a relative that plays them. So yeah, I just have to check on that. I think in a lot, they might be able to get $4 or $5 a piece on them. It looks like there's 6 there. So that might be like a $30 lot, which is that's a nice little sale. Alrighty, now these, I love this game, Siberia 1 and 2. I don't know that I ever completed 2. I know I completed 1, and these appear to be, yeah, these are sealed. These are new and sealed, so I would sell these together. Not an easy sale, because it's another not widely known game. It's a great game. Basically, it's the old school adventure games, but it involves automatons and a little bit of just like physical puzzles and that sort of thing. And the artwork in it is really spectacular to me. But anyway, I would put those together at some price, not sure. This was very attractive in this lot. I look for more of these really old original big box games. This is a Mac version of Jeopardy. Let's open this up and see what all is in it. So it's got the slip cover. The box is in nice condition. Original box. There's the 3.5-inch disc for Mac. And the manual. What else is in there? Tech paper, manual. Not sure. I'll have to look that up. There might not even be comps on that. That's rare enough, but you know, Jeopardy is popular and collectible. So we'll see about that. All right, let's see what we've got left here. A lot of jewel case games here. Wheel of Fortune. The Bejeweled games. It's great if I can put them together with maybe another Bejeweled game, but those do sell pretty well. Atari Arcade Hits. Mahjong, that's another one where I like to put some Mahjong games together. If people play Mahjong, they like a lot of different versions of it. Luxor is kind of in the Bejeweled category, so it's possible maybe to put those together. Okay, this is an older solitaire game. Older board games. Brain games. Arcade games. And again, I'll check and make sure the discs are in here and that sort of thing. These are older. Sometimes I'll put a lot of older games together in one lot. Just because if someone is either collecting older games or if they have some expertise at getting their older games to work, or sometimes people keep old PCs. I'm one of those people. I keep old PCs just for the purpose of running old games. But that's one thing you run into with old PC games. You try to make it clear in the listing that this is old. This is 25 years old, say, and it may not work on a Windows 10 machine, and people tend to understand that. Sometimes they're getting it just to collect it. Sometimes they have expertise at getting it to run. There's a lot of information on YouTube, etc., for getting older games to run. But that's one issue you deal with in selling old computer games. These are all Sims, and same thing, I would probably just put a lot of this together in a lot, making sure that those all have serial keys. They need serial keys, and make sure that's all good. But I would stick that in one lot probably. Let's see what we've got left here. I haven't seen that before. American Civil War, Take Command, Second Manassas. You just have to see. Sometimes the Civil War, the old battle games, do pretty well. We'll see. Still Life, that's something I've sold in the past. 3D Ultra Pinball. Another one would be good if I had another pinball, and I may have that to put together with it. Not sure what that goes for. And that's not in a great case. I would end up packaging that in a better looking case. Barrow Hill, that's kind of a mystery game. I've sold a few of those in the past. He's Back, Frogger. Always a good seller. It's just an old school Frogger, and it works on newer machines. Pokemon. This isn't a game. This is a Project Studio. I know my boys had this and used it. There's a blue version too, and sometimes I'd wait and I'd put the red and the blue together and sell that for about, I don't know, 15 or so. We've got a Monopoly, and it seems like every version of Monopoly sells. This is an old one. Yeah, so we'll check on that. And finally, we've got Scrabble. Scrabble's another good seller. I'll fix up cases and make things look better. Okay, so that's it for that lot. If you have any other ideas, maybe you saw something that I didn't see, or if you just like these kind of videos, if you could subscribe, hit the thumbs up, make a comment, I'd love to hear from you. Thanks for your time. Bye-bye.